Hello everybody and welcome to the Myrtle Beach Chili Open number 3 here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, presented by the Teddy Peddler and the Disc Golf Photography Guy. Here we've got a mix-up of the MBO footage and advanced. With our MPO coverage, we've got Chad Sullivan, Kevin Truett, and Derek Maestas. We've got 2 advanced players here, myself, Derek Hopper, and Gage Atkinson.
Yeah, feel interesting to have a mixed division card to start off with. That's pretty cool. Pro and advanced together.
Yeah. There was too many pros to have 2 cards and too many advanced to have 3, so they kind of mixed us up a little bit. We're starting here on hole 2 here at Splinter City, and it's a par 4, but the first shot's from the blue pads, which is where we're teeing from, is about a 230-foot shot.
So right off an early tree.
Yeah.
It's a tough one to start on.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for the forehand. Every time I start on this hole, I have to go up and practice a couple forehands before I go, just to make sure I'm warmed up. We got Kevin Truett here, throwing a little putter. Yeah,
might be a little pinched off by that tree, but
yeah. We've got Derek Maestas. This guy's been on fire here the last couple of months. He's really turning it up. Oh, a little slip there. A little early, but I think he's going to be fine right there, yeah.
He's got the distance to get there from the back end of it.
Here's Derek Hopper, advanced player, throwing a little Firebird. And just not doing anything good with it.
Well, you're still in the middle. Could have been worse.
Gage Atkinson throwing a
P2.
A P2, yeah. And that's exactly what you want. I mean, if that would have hyzered out a little bit before that tree, that would have been perfect. But even where he's sitting at right now is it's pretty good.
They put him just around.
Yeah.
So kind of a pitch up to get to back into position.
I think that was a pro pig. This is me. I'm trying to push up a little bit, and I hit like the only freaking hanging vine right there, and it kicked me just straight down. Not a good spot. Just being greedy, but that's how it goes.
I thought he was farther out there in the fairway.
Yeah. It's hard to judge there off the tee pad exactly where your disc landed, because it kind of dips down right there. It's not like an even, like a flat area, you know. It dips down. There's a little bit of elevation there off the tee pad. So you think you're far enough, then you get up there and you're not. Gage here. Turn it over just a little bit.
But if he stayed on the edge, that looked to be about pin high.
Yeah.
Truett with the patent pending.
That was a good shot.
Yeah, from a standstill?
Mm-hmm. Here goes Sullivan with his third. He put the heat on that one.
Sit down. Did you get along there?
Yeah, that's the thing with throwing that second or third shot there, is you really want to push the right side of the fairway, especially throwing a hyzer, because the ground plays really fast here, and that flare it'll take you 40 feet, left there of the basket. This is me trying to do a patent pinning. I just didn't turn it over enough. I think I threw a gator there, and I didn't turn it over enough, and
long bid.
That was a good birdie bid from Derek.
Gage, get back there a little bit.
Yeah, Gage is... He had a bunch of stuff in front of him, so he kind of had to throw it high, up and high, and... But he'll have himself a good par save opportunity there. Here's me putting for par. Missed it just left. Sully for par. Here's Gage for par right here. What a putt.
Good save from being out of position.
Yeah.
On that third shot.
Here's me coming back for bogey.
Right in the heart.
It's a pretty solid putt. I think that really boosted my confidence there, sticking that one. Truett for par. Derek for par. Sully for bogey.
And this hole, for at least for the advanced, it was playing just slightly for the first round. For MA1, it was playing slightly under par.
Here we are, hole 3. 256 feet from the blues, and it's literally just a dead straight shot here. You got trees both on the left and right, so you can't really throw a big Anheuser or a big hyzer. It's just straight down the middle. And
A little early.
yeah, what's good here is the leaves on the ground are, you can actually kind of throw it low and have it skip, but there are roots and pine cones and stuff of that nature, so
It can be a disadvantage. You come in a little hot on it, and you can skip a perfect shot. You can land in the circle and be 50 feet out of position.
Or if you give it the old ace run, you know, you skip real far past it as well. Derek with a beautiful shot there.
These guys are mostly throwing mid-ranges or putters at this. Can't tell what Gage has right there.
Asking for it to go left, to hyzer out, but it kind of just stays on its flight. Got Chad here. I don't know what that is he's throwing. Just a KC Pro rock, maybe?
Yeah, look from the stamp, it was a rock.
Yeah.
Both these guys getting a little too much on it.
Yeah.
Turn them over.
I go here with my Crystal Luna 5-time. I just love the way it flies, feels in the hand. I think I can pump it pretty good and not mess it up. But we'll find out here in a second. And
A little early, but
yeah,
it's down there.
I didn't throw it flat enough. I'm still figuring it out.
This hole was playing 3 even par for the first round.
Kevin Truett here just throwing a little forehand Anheuser approach shot. That's the problem. Getting left is, if you go in early left, you got to throw a big Anheuser or big hyzer shot just to try to get back in. But the problem is there's so many low hanging tree limbs and stuff that it makes it pretty difficult.
It's a great putt there by Sully to get his birdie.
It was a good recovery from the bogey on the first hole there too.
You're a pin high.
All right, yeah, I'm pin high. I think it's just right at the circle's edge.
That's straddle though.
Yeah, I'm not real confident in the straddle putts here, but just a little low.
Just a little soft.
Yeah, not happy about it. I've been missing high, so I'm trying to keep it low, and now I'm too low, and we just got to find that happy medium. Gage here for birdie putt. What a putt.
I thought from the tee he was going to be
Yeah.
a lot farther right.
It just kept hanging right there, and but it opens up there pretty good in the middle. This is actually a bogey from Kevin Truett. We missed his upshot there.
It's happening for birdie.
Derek Maestas with a great shot here. And I'm just going to tap in for a awesome par. Got the coffee in my hand. Carrying
Is that what that is?
a chair. Yeah. Trying to wake up.
I love the score graphics down there. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's like right in with the color scheme and everything.
Yeah. And same thing here, hole 4. It's a little bit longer, about 21 foot longer, but it's roughly the same shot. You just got a little island of trees there in the middle. You just throw the exact same shot that you do on hole 3 and hope you miss that little grouping of trees. You can also throw like this little flex shot if you're good at them, but
flex forehand.
It's tight, yeah. Nice. Got Maestas here hitting the pretty common tree. And Gage he throws this Ken Climo super flat, stiff Firebird, and he crushes it, man. I mean, there he got it a little high, but it still got, yeah. I've seen him almost ace this hole several times with that same shot. He just got that one a little too high. I think that looks like a gator from Sully. Or is that a pig?
The phone pole gets in the way.
I'm going, like I said, with the same shot I do on 3. Just my Crystal Luna. I throw it right at that group of trees and hope I miss one of them. And I barely squeaked by it.
You got pin high?
Yeah.
Right in that little depression that's right over there on that right side.
Yep, that's exactly where it is.
Let's see what that's throwing. Looks like a mid-range or putter.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I think that was a gator. He tried to do the flex.
Sneaky there a little early.
Yeah, I think he tried to throw the backhand flex. Sully here going for the thumber. This guy's really, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but he's pretty good at him. He's really good at him.
Don't seem threatened as much.
He only throws it when he's in a situation like this, but he usually nails it. I mean, his percentage, I think, on these throws, though he doesn't throw them often. I mean, look at that. They're pretty accurate. Like, they're... Every time you think you got, all right, cool, I got a shot on Sully. Nope.
Yeah, he'll for sure stay far from there.
Mm-hmm. Maestas here, jump putt for birdie.
Yeah. Have to say he was
pretty
running
good.
that.
Yeah,
like,
that's a pretty good bid.
He's not known to lay up. Truett with looks like another bid. Just a little left.
I went a little long, right down in that little depression there on the right. Putting for birdie. I think I figured it out.
What up, putt? Circle's edge?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, probably right at circle's edge, maybe 30 feet. But that definitely helped build up the confidence with the putt. I was kind of putting uphill a little bit. Just gauge for birdie.
A little high.
And these baskets are still brand new, so they're a little stiff. They're not as soft and spongy, I guess you can say, at our other course, Socasty. They're the same baskets, but the ones at Socasty are 8, 9, 10 years old, so they're pretty beat in. These baskets here are a little soft, so are a little new, so we're still working on them.
Sully with the par save there. Truett with the par. Maestas. He's just tapping in from here for his par. And Gage will drop that in for par as well. And 4 was playing like 3, basically right at par for the first round. And here's 5. Playing from the blue tees, a distance of 609 feet. 5, surprisingly, was only playing as the second hardest hole in the first round. At about a quarter stroke over par.
Well, both, if you're off the fairway, either left or right early, hey.
So that's adorable. What are you guys doing?
There was a pretty big backup here on hole 5 since it is 600 and some feet long. Like I was about to say, if you're off the fairway, left or right, it's a struggle bus to try to save par. I mean, you've really got to throw a great second shot if you're off the fairway, and sometimes you can get some people here, and so there's usually a pretty big holdup.
I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys with big arms getting off this tee, because I think most of y'all can get down there into the opening. And
I'm actually throwing a Austin Turner Tour Series ESP Vulture here. It's super straight, and I love the little flare off the road.
I thought those things were supposed to be a little stable. You just do that on a rope.
Well, the trick here for me anyway is to keep it low, throw it flat, and let it skip off that road. I mean, once you get far enough down there, to the left is actually ideal. But until you get there, I think you want to stay more on the right side. Derek here, I think that was another slip there.
Was he throwing a Ricky Destroyer?
I think so, yeah, that pink, the Raptor Destroyer there.
Oh, it's in the puddle. No, I was like, no way. You're not in the brush.
Bet Gage is throwing a beast here.
I would bet that. Pump.
He's down there.
Yeah.
If anything, he's just on the edge there, but he's...
Yeah, sometimes that flare early to the left kind of puts you into what you see here on the left, just a tall, overgrown bushes. Sully here throwing a Destroyer.
Look at this guy. Come on. Look it. Come out.
And of course, he's got to throw it a couple feet farther than I did.
I mean, that's impressive.
You know, yeah.
Sully's not really known for his arm, so...
I know.
I'm
proud of him.
That's a good pull.
Yeah. Truett, I truly don't know what he's throwing here, but it looked pretty overstable.
Yeah, a couple guys came up out there early. Did want to test that right side, which is...
I think, well, a lot of people try the flex shot here too, and sometimes you get that headwind, and you might not feel it on the tee pad, but because this tunnel and how long this road is, you know, there might be a little headwind down there, or not. You know, you might feel a headwind on the tee pad and not 300-400 feet down, so you throw this Anheuser flex shot, and it just never comes back, so it's hard to judge.
And, shout out to our man Otis here, who graciously agreed to volunteer helping us spot, helping keep things move along. It was cool when I came around down the hill and see him pop out of the woods.
Oh, yeah.
It made my day.
I know. Oh, and he shared some beef jerky, some homemade beef jerky he had made with us, or for us. He shared with us, and it was really tasty. If you haven't tried that man's jerky, you are missing out.
Is there 2 guys in the club making jerky now?
Yeah. Turns out we're missing out too. That was a great shot from Gage.
I get scared of that telephone wire trying to put it all up in the air, you know what I mean?
Almost made it all the way over to 6 fairway.
Yeah.
That's a tough spot.
But it's par savable, you know. I mean, if you're not too aggressive, you can save par, but, you know, sometimes you're like, nah, I can make this shot. I'll get a birdie. And I've been the proof that I can turn that shot into a triple bogey. Real easy, like. We got Maestas here trying to split the trees here for...
Is he going between them?
Yeah, he's trying to save the birdie here. And, yeah, it was really good. It was really pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's how you draw it up in your mind when you step up to a shot like that. Like, just very
he's
well
dialed
executed.
in. And here I'm standing in the puddle. I don't really have a run up without soaking myself, so I'm just trying to do a standstill.
Do you need to run up from there though? I mean, that's like.
I mean, my forehand.
It's in your range.
I don't. It is, but it was too short to throw a Firebird, and I think for a standstill zone, maybe a little not enough for my arm, and so I really tried to pump it, and I actually turned it over and threw it. Yeah, way over there.
Well,
so
it stayed on the edge.
Kind of.
That was a pretty dope die on that disc too.
Yeah, that was really cool. My best buddy made it for me. He's a good guy.
Oh.
He's also doing commentary with me right now. How weird.
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 Sully with just your textbook upshot.
Yeah.
He was all the way down there.
He made it look really easy.
Just a little early release, but I mean that's
still
well inside his range.
This guy's a putting champion. You know he's got it.
Was it Truett back there? He's just gonna have some work. Considering where he was
shot,
at.
yeah. There's a lot of vines right there that you could really maybe not be able to see here on the footage. And right here, if you could see, that branch is like literally hitting me in my head as I step into my putt. And so this is all... I've got no shot right here, and I'm just trying to make something out of nothing. And I'm finding out it's all in my arms here. I can't really step into the putt without breaking my neck on this tree branch. And so I'm trying to maybe go to the right, go to the left. But
Are you running it, or are you just trying to get...
Oh, yeah, I ran it. I'm definitely trying to run it here. I know I got a bogey. I've missed a couple birdie opportunities, and I'm falling behind, and I know that if I'm going to have any chance of being up there, I know the leader's playing red hot right now. I got to run him. Yeah, dude, I cannot believe that went in. Like I said, that was all arm. I couldn't.
That's an impressive putt.
Yeah, I was really stoked after that one.
Oh, was that like 50?
That was pretty far, yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. This is actually the first time I've seen that putt since I did it, and it looks a lot cooler here than it did in real life. So that's awesome.
It's gonna make you tinkle downstairs.
Yeah, you know, I get excited easy.
It's a tough break for Truett there with the long putt to save par, but bogey, you know, you keep to a single, you're all right.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If you get off the tee pad, you're gonna have, I don't want to say an easy, but a pretty good chance at getting a birdie on the second shot. You know, throwing up there. But if you really mess up that first shot, or you know, the wind gets it, or whatever happens, it's really difficult to even save par from inside either the left or right side. It was a great putt there from Sully. Derek with the tap in birdie putt.
That up shot was just so pretty to get that close on this hole. To basically tap in for 3
and a standstill forehand. I mean, that was great.
Yeah, having to split those trees, that's nerve-wracking, but He's got strong mental game.
Yeah.
Coming up at 6. The blue tee's at 210. This is not surprisingly playing a half stroke under par. And I have to imagine we're going to see probably all putters off the tee. Probably mix a backhand and forehand here. Looks like you're going with the zone again.
Yeah, I'm going with the same shot that I would typically throw on that second one. I just, like I said, I didn't have the footwork to be able to step into it or anything, so.
Like pin high, just a little left. Didn't really come out of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty close. I think, yeah, pin high, maybe 12 feet.
Not bad. Was that intentional?
I think so.
Does he play that long?
There is a kind of a line over there. Not too many people take it.
I can't say that I've seen that done before.
Yeah, I think
wanna
Goose
try it.
tries the same thing. Yeah, I think they're trying to invent a shot over there. Sully with a
What a
great tree kick. Yeah, he actually got up there and was like CTP. I was like, well, you know,
That should have been on.
if it wasn't for the tree,
Yeah, it should have been back on 7.
yeah, more like tree TP. I'm just giving him stuff.
I like
Then
it.
Gage here, yeah, and he
like it.
almost aces it. I mean, that was crazy.
Oh, I love that play.
I don't have the arm to do that.
It hurts my
It
shoulders.
would hurt
watching it.
everything. Yeah.
Man, that might be the play. Safe and low, and just play that little flare up and almost in.
A lot of people too take this right gap that you'll see Truett take. You got to throw something really overstable to get it to turn back, especially on that angle. And he did it perfectly. That was a great shot.
Got a little work to do, but it's
Maestas here for par or for birdie here. It was a pretty great shot.
Cylinders are having a throw far.
yeah, you're not really running that shot. That's just a
Yeah.
get your par, move on.
Get as close as you can. What a putt.
Automatic.
Automatic. Couple tap-in birdies here from
Yeah, you'll make this hole up pretty easy.
par for Derek and a birdie for Sully.
Sully giving a little tap to the tree there for that assist on the CTP.
This hole 7, it's 206 feet, but as soon as you pass this tree right here on the right, it's pretty much a 90-degree turn, and you can think you have the perfect shot on it, and you get up there and you're like, how? How am I too far, too
Such
short?
a touchy shot.
Yeah.
Because it's not full power, but you still have to send it enough to beat those first trees.
Yeah. And you can tell here, I didn't do that. I thought I had the perfect touch on it, and I just come around the first tree and hit the second one. Yeah.
You think you're good. You clear
I
that first
thought-
one, and then
Out of my hand, I thought it was perfect. And then, like I said, I didn't throw it hard enough to beat that second one.
I have a feeling we'll see all forehands here.
Yeah.
All big. I've seen a couple people with a backhand that it just blows my mind. Whoa. How they can get the backhand and scare ace runs
Yeah.
doing that.
I think Sully was playing the skip shot. I think he wanted to skip it maybe 50 more feet down the fairway there, though. Not quite that early. And then, if you notice, Gage is flicking this upside down. It's upside down, that Firebird, and he nailed it.
What?
Yeah.
What kind of sorcery is that?
I don't know.
Man, I haven't played with Gage in a while. He's throwing some cool shots.
Yeah. That right there, that's the shot. That's a great shot.
The high,
Yeah.
floaty, let the disc do its thing. And
It's almost like a boomerang. You want to throw it like at a big spike hyzer like that. I think. Is Derek throwing it the same way here? Is he throwing it upside down? No, I think he was throwing just a regular machete
just
there.
caught that last tree.
Yeah. For birdie, I'm running it. I've got my foot underneath a couple vines here, so I can't really.
I mean, even coming in early,
Commit.
you still have,
Yeah.
like, par's easy to save from there, but
It is. It really is.
there
I
are
mean,
weird looks. You can
yeah.
get up there and give it a bid.
I just can't find the right footing here, so. But I'm running it, because why not? And I turned it over way too much. I'm really happy about those vines too, by the way.
So it looks like he's got a similar lie there.
Yeah, he was pretty much right beside me. He's got like this scuba shot that I've never tried to do in my life.
I can't do it. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I think I have tried it, and I was not good at it at all. So I was like, well, I'm not going to try that again.
From him watching all those Brody Smith
Brody
videos
Smith, yeah.
back in the day. I'll do it. Wow.
Oh, and it just goes right through the chains.
So
And that's-
dirty. He hit
That was a perfect
dead
putt.
center.
That was a perfect putt. And it was just, like I said, these are new baskets. This is for my part. And it did it to me too, and now I'm not happy.
Wow,
But-
this basket's angry at the world.
Yeah, it doesn't like us.
Sully gets it to stick.
Sully hits the pole. I was just a little too far right, but I thought I had it. I mean,
Yeah, for sure, I'll get grab enough chains.
yeah.
That's where Gage got with that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Ooh, barely snuck it. Barely snuck it through there. As you can see, this is where Kevin Truett landed. Like I said, his shot was pretty perfect. I'm pouting on the sidewalk over there, so don't mind me.
Maestas for the unfortunate birdie there. Or, I'm sorry, par there. Should have been a birdie.
Yeah, you know, little splash outs. I was feeling really confident about my putting, and that just kind of made me not feel good about it anymore. But life goes on, you know. That was an unfortunate bogey, but a lot of golf left.
You got hole 8. No Blues, it's 275. It's just a straightforward hyzer shot. You got to get the height on it to keep carrying left, because it's tucked back there a little ways.
Yeah, you think the perfect shot here is there. I don't know if you can see it on the footage here, but there's a light pole, kind of right in the middle of the fairway there, and if you see,
It's just held straight.
yeah, you want to literally go right inside, just inside of that light pole, or just behind it. And I mean, I think if you're ace running it or just trying to park it, that's the shot you're trying to throw. If you go too long, then if it doesn't hyzer in time, you go pretty much straight like that. And
It's a little deep in the thick stuff.
it's
there,
a little
but
deep. I mean, you're still 50 foot out, but you almost want to just almost spike hyzer it right back in. Sully here throwing a gator. A really pretty gator.
hangs it out a little wide.
Oh, and it just,
that tree.
yeah. Maestas. I'm not sure what this is. He's throwing. Looks like a fairway driver. Maybe a Firebird or something like that.
There he is. Come back.
And that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's the line. Held out, probably got a good skip.
Yeah, that was really pretty good. I'm going here with the Scott Withers Gator. I just try to throw this little almost flex shot right at that light pole.
Should be good. Had the height on it.
Yeah.
Saucy.
Gage liked it.
Gage liked it. It's Gage approved. Sully here rocking the vest. Putting for birdie. Probably 50 foot. 52.
A little right.
Yeah, look right. There's all this like foliage here that's almost a little higher than waist high, so you almost got to throw over it to give it a chance. Gage here for birdie. Just short.
Yeah, but he was running it. Just
Yeah.
hyzered out a little too early.
You got Kevin Truett can do it. Putting for birdie.
A draw medal there.
I think
Front
at
of
the
the
front
cage?
of the cage, yeah. This is my birdie putt.
Man, what a bounce back.
Yeah, I was pretty happy that one didn't go through the chains. I almost hit the same spot I did on 7, just a little to the right, but that one was able to stick, so I was pretty happy about that one. Slowly, par, great par save. Gage and Kevin here tapping in their pars. Just a little too far right.
Just a little. It's such a tough one to take a bogey on.
Maestas parked for birdie.
Yeah, like he does. Make it look easy.
Yep. Gage tapping in for the 4 there.
We'll talk with the basket there. Hole 9, and surprisingly, hole 9 was playing as the hardest hole for the first round of MA1.
It's a touchy hole, especially with the wind. Right over here on the right is the beach. It's the ocean, and there's a lot of swirling winds that come through here, and you have to throw a turnover shot. And judging the wind, you're either not turned over enough or turned over way too much.
Yeah, it's really set up for the backhand, the righty backhand turnover shot.
I'm throwing the same Luna I threw on hole 3 and 4, and like I said, I just didn't turn it over enough.
It's a safe shot. You stayed out of the woods.
Yeah, I'm not.
Easy
I'm not
up.
in
You
a
might be able to
horrible-
run it from there.
Right. And the right side's not too bad. The left side is it's pretty thick.
Maybe a little early.
That might be
Yeah, you saw touch
might be
something there.
a little too cut off there.
Yeah, I thought
Sully here. Is that a Rock 3?
That was going to be my guess.
I think that's a Rock 3 there. Looks like the USDGC 20 stamped Rock 3.
Hard to tell. I don't think that was going to come out of it and get stable because it looked like it was too sharp of an edge.
Yeah.
He's down there, but it might be a little right.
You know, the hole's only playing 285 feet, but to throw that angle, I feel like you almost got to throw it 300 just to get the right line. And Derek
That's how it's done.
he's just making it look easy. That was a great shot. That was a buzz. I think that was a Paul Macbeth 4-time ESP buzz, and he just made that look really great. Gauge here, probably throwing maybe a beast. I don't know.
But I think he just got a little bit over on that.
Yeah.
Pulled it right.
Putting for birdie here. Got a little bit of a hyzer putt. But I'm running it.
As you should.
Yeah, just a little too far right. A little too low. I love it. I said that was a great putt, Derek. You should keep doing it. Kevin Truett, that was an amazing run. That was a great putt. Just a little short, but can't do it much better than that.
Patent pending.
We're good.
Gage with a pretty decent layup there.
Didn't get it over enough.
Yeah,
He's
he's still inside the circle for par. Sully turned it over a little too much, so he's stuck on the right side as well.
Let's go and scuba again.
Do you think he messaged Brody Smith and got tips and advice? I bet they probably like FaceTime together and
I mean, he definitely
maybe like a Zoom meeting.
he hired him for private lessons.
Yeah,
is what I heard.
I think so. I think you're right. Was that true, Sully? Answer our questions. We want to know. What a putt. What a putt. Oh, he finally got it.
Many troubles.
There
but
you go. Many
Sorry.
troubles.
He made the putt though.
He made the putt.
Maestas, look at that.
A par job. Right into the sun. But it don't matter.
That's what I like about Maestas' game. Like that's a for him. That's a relatively close putt, but he treats
Yeah.
it as if he's
Right.
circle's edge or something.
He
like
has
that.
the same routine every time, yeah.
What?
These baskets they're not behaving, man. They're really
he's,
not.
He's like you. I mean, he puts some force into his putts.
Yeah.
It's full commit. That's to do that twice. That's defeating.
That is yeah. But he's a great putter, man. He's probably one of the better putters in the club here in Myrtle Beach.
Oh,
And
without a doubt.
yeah. He's just having a little struggles here. It's probably because he got a brown hoodie instead of a purple one.
You want special ones, yeah.
Yeah, I just, I really thought he was going to get purple.
You got hole 10. Went from the Blues, 288. And this surprised me that hole 10 was playing as the second easiest hole of the first round for MA1, which I think it's a challenging hole.
I mean,
The low ceiling.
It's low ceiling. You've got to split two trees, and the wind here is probably the windiest hole.
Oh, you're in two different hemispheres.
Yeah.
I mean, from the tee box to all that exposed area by the green.
Yeah. That billboard there to the right, literally 300 yards to the right of that billboard is the ocean. And you just got, there's like a tornado of wind swirling around up there.
Seeing the wind just caught up, that looked like a perfect shot.
Yeah.
Past the tree, and it just, I guess the wind kicked up and pulled it right. What are you throwing here?
I'm throwing my trusty Des Redding Stingray. I actually like to go to the right of the right tree and split that inner gap right there. And I feel like if I do that, it's a Des Redding. I felt like it would stand up and turn a little bit.
You're playing the flip up. And
yeah, and it just didn't do it. And the wind there didn't work my disc right. Or I just didn't throw it right, which is probably the latter there. Because, see, his disc turns over pretty good.
Favorable tree kick there.
Yeah.
It's still going to be 40, 50 out. But these guys can putt, so
yeah,
it'll be all right.
We got a card of putters for sure right here on this one. Sully here, I think he's throwing that same KC Pro rock he threw on hole 3.
Look at that thing just keep
That was a great shot. And we got Gage here.
I feel like leopard 3 is what he would throw
I
on
bet
this.
that is a leopard 3. I think that was a leopard 3 he threw on hole 9 as well. I bet that's what that was, a brand new one.
Didn't really hyzer out, but I think he's close to pin high. Oh, he's right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a pretty good shot. Maestas here giving it a little run. It's hard to commit, especially with the wind. Like I said, there's a headwind 1 second, tailwind the next, from the right, from the left, and it just swirls. And so to commit to it's not easy, especially knowing if you miss it, you're going another 20 or 30 feet past it. So I think missing low here is probably the most common thing.
I don't know, unless you're coming back this way, where I feel like you're more likely to get the headwind, so you're going to get that lift coming, putt towards the ocean. Wow.
Oh,
This guy, these big putts.
yeah. This one definitely pumped the confidence right back up.
Way up there.
Yeah, that was a pretty big putt. Like I said, at that time there was a little bit of headwind, tailwind, so I put it up pretty high. And it just kind of dropped right at the right time.
I thought when it came out of your hands, it looked like I was
Yeah.
going over the basket, but man, that thing dropped at the right second.
Yeah. Gage here for birdie. Like I said, low is usually the most common miss. I think just because you don't want to sail it past it. And then have that comeback putt.
So with the birdie.
Great birdie there.
He's gonna, actually, do you and him take the only birdies on the card?
Yeah. Yeah, only 2 bogeys here in the first round for MA1. And 8 birdies, 5 pars.
Sounds
That's
about
a
right.
pretty good round there.
That's a solid front 9 for these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Myrtle Beach Chili Open, brought to you by the Teddy Peddler Disc Golf Artistry and Events, the disc golf photography guy here in Myrtle Beach, and we will be back for the second 9 coverage of round 1. We'll see you guys in a minute. Stay tuned.